And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is done. Alright, so that's one JRPG off the backlog list. How many more do I have? Probably about 100,000. Anywhere between 100 to 1,000. Maybe a bit more, but yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I'm making progress. Got one down. It's not like a JRPG will ever come out ever again, right? What are the chances of that happening? Hey everyone, how's it going? To the level here, and today I want to talk about my JRPG backlog. So, yeah, we all have major backlog issues and things like that, right? We need to see a doctor about that, but we're going to talk about some modern JRPGs that are still, I feel shameful for having these still in my backlog, because when it comes to retro stuff, it kind of makes sense why you would have so many games on the backlog and JRPGs, because you wouldn't have grown up with some of these and all that. But for modern stuff, now get to work, make your own money, everything like that. So, buying a lot more games and buying a lot more modern games. So it should be a lot easier, but nope, life always gets in the way, and JRPGs, or any RPG of any kind, probably has the biggest backlog just because of how long each game is, right? So, want to talk about some, 10 modern ones that are still shamefully on my backlog, and yeah, we're going to cover from years 2016, and I picked that year because that was kind of the year where RPGs or JRPGs were starting to really gain momentum again, gaining a lot of popularity, right? Like, there were still a lot of great ones before then, but I feel like 2016 was like that Kickstarter, right? And going up to 2023, because I feel like for 2024 and of course 2025, it's still a little too early for those games to, maybe get through right away, right? So, going counts all the way from 2016 to 2023, so let's start, and we start with Pokemon Violet. So, big reason why this one's on my backlog is I just, one, it's a broken game, and two, as much as I love Pokemon, it's not the greatest. I do want to play it though. I know this will be off my backlog at some point because I want to beat every Pokemon game that I can, right? Especially the mainline ones, so I do want to dive into this. Probably won't get the DLC though, because I can't see myself really enjoying the game too much to get that, but I want to beat the base game, and yeah, every Pokemon game up to this point for the mainline series I have beaten at least once, right? So want to keep that trend going, but yeah, it's a bit shameful that it's still on my backlog just because, again, I love Pokemon, but like I said, yeah, just such a broken game that I'm kind of okay waiting to play all the way through this. Only played about the first hour or two. And the next one on my list is one that I played a few good hours in, and I do like it, just a lot of other games keep getting in the way, so do need to finish this, and it's Monster Hunter Stories 2. Really cool, Pokemon type take on the Monster Hunter series, right? As, yeah, you're just kind of this, kids, warrior in a tribe, right? And you're just collecting monster eggs, befriending these monsters, and battle system, very simple. Rock, paper, scissors, right? If you have your kind of power attacks, your fast attacks, and your technical type of attacks, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just like I said, so many games keep getting in the way for me to fully dive into this one, but yeah, it's another one that, well, I say I should get through it soon, but it's been a few years since I've had this, so who knows how long it'll be before I actually beat this game. Next up, we have quite a few Square Enix titles, and this is one that people rave about so much, but I played about the first 2 or 3 hours and didn't really get into it. I do hear it's a fantastic game, and I'm sure it's just a slow start, but because of that slow start, I kind of took a break from it, and it's triangle strategy. The other thing too is I'm not super big on strategy games in general, whether they're, real-time, grand strategies, or these types of ones, which are my favorite out of all of them, the turn-based tactical kind, turn-based stuff, so that's another reason why I haven't played too much, because I'm terrible at it. Now, the good thing with triangle strategy is you can make the game super easy, right? So I know I can beat this game at some point, just... yeah, again, I have to be in the right mood for those tactical type of RPGs, especially now that I got the 100-line Last Defense Academy, where I've been playing through that quite a bit, enjoying it, right? So, kind of having one strategy RPG is enough right now, but yeah, I know I need to get through this. Everyone raves about it, so yeah, let me know how shameful I should be for, not having to beat this yet, how it's still on my backlog. Yeah, shame. Such shame. So this next one I'm cheating a little bit because the whole series I actually haven't played through yet, but since the first game came out in I believe in 2012, though, a remaster's coming very soon on Switch 2, Bravely Default 2 we'll talk about, so big reason why I haven't really dove into this one along with just the other 3DS games is I have Final Fantasy IV Heroes of Light on DS that I want to play through, and that game turned into Bravely Default, right? So I kind of want to experiment with that, see what that game is like, right? And I played a good bit of that one, but might be one I drop because it's very old school. Like, there's no waypoints, you have to talk to everyone. Some of the hints and clues are very cryptic, right? Because I remember there was one part early on where I had to get a water spell, and in order to get that, I had to go through a town at night so that guards wouldn't protect this mini dungeon underneath, like, the castle, and it's like, how am I supposed to know that, right? So, yeah, might drop that and start Bravely Default at some point, because, yeah, I'm not getting a Switch 2 right away, so, not getting the remaster so I can play the DS, or 3DS version, I should say, so, yeah, maybe I'll start Bravely Default at some point, but yeah, whether it's the 3DS games or this one on Switch, still in my backlog. And then the next one to end on these weird two-word titles that Square just pulls out of a hat to make a game out of. This one is Octopath Traveler, can throw in the second game too. And this is one I dropped. It's one that I know a lot of people dropped, and for the same kind of reasons, right? It's just a little too grindy for my liking, kind of got stuck and just, kind of get exhausted with it. It's a little too long, right? But I do want to go back to this, I do want to try again, I do want to beat it, and I want to play the second game because people say the second game's even better, right? So, do want to give this another shot because I love the battle system, I love the art style, I love how this started the whole HD bloom effect, right, for pixel art, 2D games like this, right? But, yeah, just a little too much, so this one will probably still be on the backlog for quite a while, but yeah, I do want to beat it at some point. And this next one I have is a big one that I have played a good few hours on and need to go back to it, and it's Nier Automata. Now, big reason why I kind of stopped playing this and sort of got annoyed is because every time I talk about playing, whether it's Nier Automata or the first Nier game, I get so many people who say you have to play Drakengard, you have to play through the Drakengard series, and you have to get the right ending in Drakengard 2 to see the lead up. And from what I understand, yes, the connection's there, but from what I understand, it's a pretty vague connection, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just, it sort of takes me out of wanting to play, or if I do play this, I kind of don't want to tell people about it, because I get a lot of flack for not playing through all the Dragon Guard games. I played through the first one years ago, and it's a lot of fun. I do like that series. I played a little bit of the third game, just haven't gone through all the way on that yet. Haven't played the second at all, which I hear is supposed to be the best one, right? But, you know, and I do want to play those games, but I just hear so much about Nier Automata and just being told, like, no, you have to play in this order, and I get sick and tired of that. I really do. And when I get told, like, I'm playing a game out of order and it's wrong and I can't play it that way, it makes me not want to play the whole series at all, right? So, yeah, I think that's going to be my key, is if I play this, it's going to be played in kind of silence where no one will know that I play it until after I beat it, right? So, yeah, we'll see, because it is a phenomenal game, one of the best action RPGs. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, I just get so annoyed when I get told, like, I can't play this because I have to play A, B, and C first, right? And next up on the strategy RPG list is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I could put Engage in here too, but Three Houses is the one that most people love. Like, some people prefer Engage, but most people, it's Three Houses all the way, right? And yeah, so definitely a bit shameful that this is in my backlog now. Mind you, I didn't even get this game until not that long ago, like maybe sometime last year, so yeah, it's, even though it came out in like 2018 or something, like, I haven't had it for that long, but little bits I played, it is pretty fun, and the thing is, it's just, again, strategy RPG, you have to be in the right mood, and it seems overwhelming because people say it's quite long, and, you know, you basically have 3 endings from what I understand, because, you know, like, I played enough to pick one of the houses I picked. I forget the name of it, it's been a while, but I picked the blue one because that's my favorite color, right? And yeah, but, you know, you would play again for red and yellow, so I'll have to see how I feel, because, again, people talk about this so much, just, it's a little overwhelming right now for me. And, again, strategy RPGs I have to be in the right mood for. I love Fire Emblem, though, so I'm sure I would enjoy this, but still not sure if I would play Engage first and then Three Houses, just because Engage is a lot more mixed, so I might come in with a more positive attitude if I play Engage first, kind of get to know those mechanics, and then play Three Houses and be blown away, right? So, yeah, we'll see how I feel. Now, another one I'm going to cheat a little bit with is Shin Megami Tensei 5. We have Vengeance here on PS5, and I'm bringing this up because I do have the original game that came out, I think, 2021 on the Switch, right? So, because I bought that and bought it pretty close to the launch date and everything, I think it's okay to include this on the list too. And I dropped this game because I wasn't super into it. I found the story to be a little too isolated for my liking. It wasn't drawing me in. I wasn't fully hooked on it, right? And yeah, I don't know, something was missing, because I played older Shin Megami Tensei games before and kind of got into them and into the stories, but for this one, there's something missing with it for me. But let me know what you guys think, right? Does the story get much better? Like, do you meet some very interesting characters along the way? Things like that, because I do want to play this at some point, but right now, it's going to be on the shameful backlog for a while, because I just don't have a whole lot of interest at the moment to play this one. And by the way, we are ending on nothing but Atlas titles, so the next one is Soul Hackers 2. So this one is another one that's kind of mixed, because some people really enjoyed it, find it very underrated, while others found it very disappointing. And it's kind of why it's in my backlog, because I love the remake they did on 3DS, right? I love that game so much and was really looking forward to this, and then kind of heard things about it, so I held off. Got it later when it was on sale for very cheap, and yeah, I'm just not sure how I feel because, again, I played a little bit of this, and combat seemed fine, characters were kind of fun and interesting, right? But I think just that chatter sort of was nagging at me that I kind of put this aside because I didn't want to be disappointed by this game, right? I really want to love it, and I'm kind of scared to play through it and be disappointed considering how much I love the game on 3DS, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Soul Hackers 2. You know, is it well worth playing through? And yeah, just let me know all about it. And the last one we're going to talk about is another one. I'm cheating a bit here because the original came out in 2012, but with Atlas, of course, there's gotta be some director's cut type of version, and you know, I got a reprint of this from Video Games Plus, really happy about it, and I played a good bit of it. Really fun, just again, other things came into fruition, and just playing a bunch of other games that came out, and it's Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology, so really cool game, really interesting combat system because it's this grid system where you get to push enemies backwards or to the side to try and attack all of them at once. Really like that system. It has 3 difficulty modes. Another thing I really like, voice acting is really solid in this, and it's a really cool concept where you know, you're kind of trying to go through these different timelines, right, to try and get the perfect future, and I love games like that, you know, I love when you get these games of, like, different pathways to go through and different type of endings, and you get one ending and then you have to go back to see another. I'm not sure if this game's going to be fully like that, but still, it seems like it's going to be like that, and really cool. Just, again, a lot of other games came out and tried to have, you know, plan to play these, and, you know, Claire Obscure I'm hooked by, right? It's a lot of fun, so yeah, I'll have to see when I will play this because I want to add this on my to-do list at some point because it's a fascinating game. I do really enjoy it, just, yeah, again, so many games to play out there. And so those are the 10 modern JRPGs that are shamefully on my backlog still, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what JRPGs are still on your shameful backlog list. Doesn't have to be a modern one, can be an older title too, and let me know, out of all the games I've shown you, which one do I need to play first, or should I play all of them at once? Get it all out of the way. Just, why can't I grow more hands out here just to hold every controller and play everything at once? But yeah, let me know what game I should play first because yeah, there's a lot of heavy hitters here that I still need to play through. Thank you so much for watching, always appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time, everyone. I did that outro a bit weird, didn't I? Usually I say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day, but this is the outro now. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to see more. Also follow me on X, Twitch, Bluesky, and I am back on Facebook now. All links will be on my About page, so follow me there. Even if it's just for the skits I do, I need someone to follow me. Okay, probably not the best way to encourage people, but anyways, I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone!